Hello guys, today is the 6th of January. Today is probably the most important day of the year. This is the day that Michael Pence, our vice president, decides to do something about the F election. We'll just call it the F for right now. We all know what I'm referring to. But I want to just talk real quickly for a second about last night with the Purdue Ossoff election and the Loeffler-Warnock. First thing you noticed, by the way, was just amazingly measured. You know what I mean? And it doesn't make any sense. So that mind, we're cruising along, very measured, very predictable kind of thing. And all of a sudden, at 8:15, we get 100,000, roughly 100,000 ballot dump for both Democratic candidates at the same exact time, 8:15, right? But more importantly, you're watching the percentages of the count, right? So here we'll just cruise along. The percentages are going up 1% at a time, normal, 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 normal. And then we get to 32%. And that's when then all of a sudden we're stuck at 32% for a little while. And we're stuck and we're stuck and we're stuck. Bang! 39% out of nowhere, 100,000 ballot dump. Wow. Ballot dump. Hello. Then we're cruising along again, and the Republicans are slowly catching up, very measured, very detailed, very very just measured. And then all of a sudden we're cruising along, and then we're around 11, 12, 11, 15. Now all of a sudden we've been stuck on 91% for I don't know 5, 10 minutes at least, 10 minutes. So we're just sitting there 91, 91, and of course at this point both the Republican candidates are up. I believe Purdue was up around 115,000 at that point, and Loeffler was up about 85,000 at that point. So here we are at 91%, cruising along, just sitting there, 10 minutes. Da, 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 da. All of a sudden, bang! We're looking at 95%, and again, another 100,000 ballot dump, both for the Democrats. This is the second time. Okay, so now all of a sudden at 95%. We've got Ossoff now is only behind by 3,000, so the 112,000 just disappeared. The vote, and then Loeffler was let's see, she was her dump. She ended up being down 32,000. So after being up 90, so you can see that's roughly 120,000 there, and maybe 112 on the other side. So this is the second ballot dump. Okay, and then what do you know? 95% just happens to be the last percent that they ever had. See, nothing to see here, folks. Nothing peculiar, nothing odd, nothing to see here. Just move along like good little sheep. So this is what happens. And then, of course, I'm talking to my friend while it's happening, and I predicted, I said, we'll never see another percent again. And so they just sat there, and then after 30 minutes or something, now we're seeing 97%, but it's basically done. It's basically over. And they quietly do that. Then, of course, when you go to bed last night, I get up, and of course, they found another 50,000 for both parties. It's astounding. So I wanted to talk about that for a minute because that's insanity. We witness insanity. Let's put it that way. Now, what I want to talk about today, being the most important day of January 6th, is because Pence has a chance to do the right thing. Now, people may or may not know much about him. It's been talked about, but I just want to cover it today. Vice President is has the power to decide. He's basically like the president of the Senate. So the F is so obvious at this point as the day is long. So many counts of it, 1,000 affidavits signed, and all unrefuted. So therefore, they stand as truth. But that's another matter. So each and every day we have tons and tons of this F coming out and verified evidence of it. Oh, and by the way, last night also, after all this scam that went on with all the stuff and the fight and the affidavits and the testifying of at all the hearings and all, you think that would have been enough to have them knock off the F, last night during the election? But no, what we also found out was that the GOP challengers were not even in the room. They had a camera with all the computers turned away from the camera. So what good was that? So again, violating the election rules doesn't matter. Violating procedure does not matter. So that's what they did. And then, of course, as if this isn't theater, which it really is, they put out a video of one polling location, one county. Okay, so like we're supposed to look at this one and go, Oh, okay. Okay. Well, this one looks fine. So that means I guess they all are, right? Yes, right? Wrong. So I just had to point that out too. So back to Mike Pence. So Mike Pence can do several things today. He can delay these votes. He can declare them null and void. He can discount them. We do all these things, right? But what I'm starting to think might be a little bit more likely is he will probably, this is just my hunch, that he's probably going to defer the electorates back to the individual legislatures, the state legislatures where the electorates came from in the first place. So why would he do that? Well, here's the thing, guys. First of all, it only takes 2 objections and then they have to vote upon it, right? But if he sends it back to the states, and this, of course, would be the battleground states in question. I don't. Some people may or may not know this, but when the states handed in their electorates, there were multiple. I don't know, multiple. Probably just the battleground states. They were handling. They were handing in dual electorates, both for Trump and for Biden, which is what you do when there's question about the vote. So what Trump, or excuse me, what Pence would be handing back would be the dual electorates, and he'd be telling the states, look, you have to decide one or the other. But most importantly is the moment that he does that, uh, Joe Biden no longer has the 270 electorates to become the president immediately. So all that election crap is off the table. Then it is up to the state legislatures to decide one or the other. They can't do both. They have to decide who gets the electorates. And at that point, if they award him to Trump, boom, he's president. So I'm starting to think it's going to be more and more likely. But I had to say something about this, guys. This just cannot stand. If you guys go out there right now, there's a let me look it up for you real quick. I don't have the savvy. I should have embedded the link in here, but real quickly for you. The Gateway Pundit, just like it sounds, Gateway Pundit, Pundit. There's a link out there for the 64 million people that can hand in to their senators their objections and what they think should be done about this election and the fraud, you know. So please, guys, run to that Gateway Pundit, fill it out. 64 million people already. It's insanity, and we need as many people as we can get. So please go there as well. So again, guys, this is just my spiel for today. We're going to be getting more to a technical analysis here later in the day. We'll be looking at Ether. We'll be looking at Litecoin and a few other coins. So stay tuned for that, guys. Again, if you like what you hear, and I certainly appreciate you do, please comment and share, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified of these other technical analysis videos I'm going to be doing, as well as other things. And please comment and feedback. What is it you guys want? I'm here for you. You tell me what you like, what you want, what's important to you, what you value. That's what this channel is about. I'm here for you guys. So please take advantage of that. Once again, I want to thank you all for taking the time to come to the channel, and I want to wish you all a great day. Take care.